think we're
Are
live
we
now.
live? There we go. Kumo
Yeah.
Observer's here. Hello.
Hi, everyone.
Oh, hello, hello. Bernadette. Hello, Bernadette. Martelli, is that right? Am I reading that right?
I think it's Marfel 111 is here. And
Oh,
Bernadette this year is here. Hi, Bernadette.
yeah.
And Lo is here. Hi, Lo. Oh, hi, Lo. That
I'm going
sounds funny.
to. First of all, let me apologize to all of our tribal dancers who come to watch the show. I just was out to lunch three three dates in a row with poor Diane. Didn't show up. And she's
It's
so kind.
okay.
She's so kind. So I have mud on my face. I feel bad about it. But you know what it's like when you've got healing going on
Hmm.
and you can't think clearly. And there's so many things that you're trying to change and you can't change any of it because it's not up to
It's
you.
not, yeah,
It's up
it's
to
out of our control. So it's okay, Diana.
oh well, yeah. And you did a perfect show anyway. I'm sure I
Oh,
know that. You're a Virgo.
I missed you. And I want to say hi to the people who just came in.
Oh,
Libers is
please.
here. Hi, Libers. And Barbara Hartlove is here. Hi, Barbara. Thank you, everyone, for being here.
Beavers.
And if you're new here, we haven't done
Low.
this show in a while.
Low 15. Hello. Hello.
I was saying hi, Lo. And Candy B is here, and the Painless is here. Hi. So if it's your first time here, you're a new subscriber to either of us, hello and welcome. This is the Starseed Galactic Akashic Records show where we read the Akashic Records. But what's different from other shows that we do is that
Hmm.
during this show, we focus on your galactic lifetimes. So your Starseed lifetimes.
Yes.
There are people who don't realize that, hey, you're an old soul and you've had lifetimes outside of Earth. So if this is something that interests you, please stick around, subscribe to us, and yeah, try to get a reading or a mini reading with us during this show. We do this show every other week. So if you missed the show and you're watching through the replay, that's okay. Subscribe to us. We are on every 5 p.m. Eastern, or not every 5 p.m. Eastern, but during Saturdays, every other Saturdays for me, every other Fridays for Diana. So yeah, we do mini readings during the show. And if you are watching this live and you want to get a mini reading from us, please type in hashtag stars, just like this one. Hello, Mere Dragon. It's hashtag stars to enter the draw for a reading. We draw the readings randomly or the names randomly. So even if either of us appear, it's not rigged. Don't worry. They're pretty random.
Right. Well,
Yeah.
hello, Stardust and Leo 1111 and Lulu
Speak
the Quiet Flame. Is that right? Did I read that right?
Lulu the Quiet Flame. Hi, Lulu.
Hello, hello.
Speaking of new viewers, we have Catherine318 who's saying, hi, Diana, Diane, and community. First time joining this
Hello.
particular show. Hello and welcome.
Catherine, how are you? How are you? Is that my Catherine from down in Livonia? You need to update your picture, sweetie.
Catherine.
Oh, maybe not.
Okay.
I'm not sure. I'm still
Someone with
not
the
sure.
same name then. And
Yeah.
369 Shine is here.
Yeah, I know she's got digits after it, but I can't remember what her digits are. Yeah,
Kim
there you
is
go.
here.
Hey, Red Dragon, how are you?
And Leo
Dawn will be
1111 is here.
happy.
Dawn will be happy. Hello and welcome.
You know,
Again, if yeah.
I'm very excited to be here. I'm so happy to see you. It's been so long, and I just
Me too.
so glad to
It
be in
feels
your
so
company,
long.
right? I gotta say, I am excited about another thing, and that is Cygnus. They are beginning to realize that Deneb, that
Yeah.
star in Cygnus that is so prominent in your chart,
Yeah.
is a very important portal planet, other race than just Orion's belt.
Yeah, it makes sense because it's part of the summer triangle. Okay. And the other two stars in the summer triangle are Altair and Vega. Vegas from Lyra, which is like where the wars and all that happened. And then Altair is like the seat of government of our galaxy. So it
Mhm.
makes sense. I don't know. It makes sense to me.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
And I can't tell you, we can try to describe what we feel, but there's no real way for me to express what I feel about Cygnus, not just when I see that in the sky or see the real birds flying over me or the attachment that I feel to the swan.
Yeah.
There is something that is telling me that is a major star seed for me, because my heart just goes boom, 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 right out of my chest when I start thinking of Cygnus and the Northern Cross
And if you're
and the
wondering
Summer
why,
Triangle.
yeah, if people are wondering what Diana was talking about Dana being connected with me, please watch Soul Cloud Connect. I think it's the first. We have two parts right now.
Right.
The first and second part. It's on my channel. I'm not sure if you simulcasted the second part, but it's on our channel, I think.
Remember.
Yeah, but it's in Soul Cloud Connect. Diana actually read my birth chart, which is mind blowing for me. I still remember that day. I was getting goosebumps with you
Well,
reading my
and we've
chart.
got Andromeda to go. And then there's also little other things in there that I could sum up and put them all together in one show. So there's definitely one more show that we have to do, which I've been so crazy, mushy brained. I have left it alone. I haven't tried to focus on it because I wasn't focusing very well on anything. Right.
Yeah.
So I need to do that for you. And then we need to do a show on part 3 and see if we need a part 4 after I get that one taken care of.
This is amazing. It's like one chart, and then you have all of this information. It's still very mind blowing to me.
Well, and what's amazing is that not only does it come, it comes with your regular astrological chart.
Yeah.
This is the chart within the chart. Like all of us have that to begin with, because the chart that we have with our birth is our blueprint. And then the
Yeah.
subsequent charts that we can get out of that is whenever, like we've got a Saturn return or a surgical return or an event and it's a return. You're celebrating 30 years down the road from the major event. Now all the stars are aligning almost exactly as they were 30 years ago. So when we're doing your star seeds, we may be talking about 1 billion years ago, but who knows? Because time is an orb. It could have been yesterday.
Yeah. Time
Right?
does not exist in other
Time does
dimensions.
not exist. Exactly. And this takes me to physics. I need a T-shirt that says, "Is it the woo-woo or the physics?"
Yeah, because a lot of the things that we don't really understand are just things that we can't explain through science yet. But isn't that what magic was like many years ago when we didn't understand the science behind it? We called
Right.
it magic.
Right. And
So
that alignment
maybe it
is
is physics, not just the woo.
right. Exactly. You're exactly right. And that alignment is what is within us.
Yeah.
It is putting your chakras in alignment. It is putting this up there on a shelf by itself.
Yeah. Hold on. We have a question from 369 Shine who is asking, "Hey Diane, but I think this also applies to you. Do you
Okay.
remember what resource you went to learn to read the Akashic records?" I took a class actually. I started watching. I started learning more about the Akashic records. I read about it or heard about it initially through different YouTube shows. It was mentioned or it kept getting mentioned, and it piqued my interest. And I found Diana, Linda, and Viviani's show, The Akashic Adventures, and its predecessor. You used to do that with Val. That's where I started to watch your show. But yeah, I started to watch it, and was interested in it.
Right.
So I took Val's class, not Illumination Portal, but Val Dragonfly Crystals.
Right.
I think she still holds those classes every 3 months. So if you're interested, go to our website. It's dragonflycrystals.store, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
So yeah,
And
please check
it's reasonably priced. It's
it
reasonably
is.
priced. So you know, it's already in all of us because it is our own personal history. It's just stored back there in our memory. But once you learn how to stand in it and how to pull it forward, you'll find that oh my God, I've been doing this all along and I didn't even know it.
Yeah, and a lot of people actually get to access their own records, although it's like on off when they're dreaming. Like I also watched the dream show, and people would go into their records. They
Oh,
remember past lives that they had through their dreams, and they don't realize that hey, I'm actually accessing my Akashic records.
Catherine said that
Oh,
Val has a class tomorrow.
I'm excited for you, Catherine.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
Yeah.
And please, I didn't mean that there's anything wrong with the way you look or your picture now, but now you have long hair. So I was just saying, if this is who I think it is,
You're
and don't
still
mind me, I'm so excited today and I don't even know why. Maybe because I'm having to deal with not my bees, but the kind that dig into the ground. They are vicious. They're
wild.
not as bad as the ones that hide behind your shutters and build a hive behind your shutters, but these guys are ornery. And my bees don't kick me out of the flowers. They're just sitting there singing with me, you know. And one was just kicking me out of the flowers yesterday, and I chased that thing around, and I realized, no, that's not my bee, and it was a bumblebee, but not a bee boar. So I knew it had to be one of those that dig into the dirt.
Yeah.
And those guys,
They're the bigger
sometimes,
ones, aren't they?
yeah. Well, the bumblebee itself was smaller, but that might have been a drone, and that means it was bigger because my drones are little. And these guys, I have had to in the past pour gasoline down the hole and light the hole on fire because that's how bad they can be.
Wow.
And that makes me feel like a vicious but I'm sorry, this is my house. You can't come,
Yeah.
you
It's
can't build in these walls, you can't build underground here.
yeah, it's like the snake coming into my room. Like,
Yeah.
this is my room.
And you know that old saying, you knew I was a snake when you let me in. Wait a minute, I didn't let you in. You snuck in. Get the hell out.
Yeah. I actually had screens installed on on my window
Yay.
because of that snake. Hold on. Everyone, if you haven't done it yet, please type in hashtag stars. We are going to start drawing for people to read for. Again, this is a Galactic Akashic Records reading show. So if your name is drawn, please make sure to type in your question right after. If you haven't thought about it yet, you can ask about your origins, your starseed past lives, like what lessons you learned during a past starseed lifetime, or what origin you have in our galaxy, for example. Oh, Akila's here. Hi, Akila. Yay. So, other questions you may ask if you have fears that you feel might be out of this world. Like you can't explain it, but you feel like it's out of this world. Yeah, you can ask about that as well. So, everyone, again, it's hashtag stars. I'm going to start drawing for people now.
Shall I open the records?
Oh, yeah. You can open the records first before we draw for people.
Okay, everybody, let's relax for a minute, which might take a frying pan to my head to get that to happen, but here we go. Take 3 deep breaths. We are surrounded by divine white light and divine grace of Source. We ask Archangel Michael to protect and guide us as we create a sacred space and call forth all of our angels, guides, beings of light, and Akashic record masters. Assist us now as we bathe in grace and the highest truth, the highest frequency, and the vibration of light and love. Allow us to receive what is needed for our greatest good and the greatest healing and the greatest of these for humanity. Blue Star Sun, we ask for guiding light from you to aid our ability to see, to read, and to heal what the records hold for all of us here. The records are now open. And now know that even if your name doesn't get called, if it resonates with you, it was meant for you as well.
Yeah.
We are here together.
Yeah. That's very fascinating. Like, even if you're watching the replay right now, if the message resonates for you, take it. Because the Akashic Records Masters, they don't just read for the person that we're reading for whenever we're doing this public readings. They read for everyone. They know who's going to be here, which is mind-blowing, but amazing. So yeah, if you're interested in getting a reading, please type in #stars. And let's draw for people. Which one is this? Okay.
Oh, I like this too.
It's very chill.
Yeah.
Oops, sorry. Mere Dragon, congratulations, Mere Dragon, and please type in your question in the chat so we can answer for you. Red Dragon Kim, congratulations, Kim, and please type in your question. Next up. Catherine 318, congratulations, Catherine, and please type in your question. Last for this round, we have Lily 00012. Congratulations, Lily, and please type in your question. Okay, again, that's Mere Dragon, Red Dragon, 2 dragons, and Catherine 318 and Lily. I have your question, Mere Dragon. So we're still waiting for Red Dragon, Catherine 318, and Lily. Okay. And I have your question, Catherine. So while we're waiting for the people to type in their questions, don't forget to subscribe to both of our channels. The links are in the description. We do this show every other week, so we'll be back again after 2 weeks. But we also do other shows. So if you're interested in watching us both together and separately, make sure that you are subscribed. And please like this video if you like something in it. And share it with your friends. It really helps our channels grow. And I have all questions. Oops. Okay.
Okay.
We have all 4. So this first question is for you, Diana, from Mere Dragon.
Life is challenging for recently few years. What past lives related to my current challenge, please? Thank you both. I'm sensing that you have a sense of emptiness right now. That you are fighting your own inner battle with yourself. It isn't really with anyone else. You have a stubbornness about yourself that is trying to avoid transformation. So they are showing me Maldek and the battle as that part of the Pleiades disappeared, as that star was exploded. And it is, you didn't want to leave life as you knew it. You wanted to stay there. And what had to happen was that you had to transform, and you went on to Orion from there. I don't know what star, but it is in the belt. No, I take that back. It is in the hand that's lifted. But you brought that emptiness with you as you traveled into that next life. How it isn't even the hand. It's that one, that star that is the farthest away from everything. That is why it continued to feel so empty to you. And that encouraged the stubbornness, because now you were in a place where there was very little to make contact with. And you were used to having family and friends around you and a job, and you were a scientist. You were very involved in what you were working on to improve life for your fellow Maldekians. But it came to a very abrupt end. End of transmission. I hope that helps. And are you struggling with something right now within yourself, Mere Dragon? Is it that resistance? I don't know where I got stuck. I am battling with losing my vision. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Is it because of cataracts or something worse? Peace, please. Remember, I saw the star explode into billions a year or two ago. I mentioned it to you. I found out yesterday or so that it was the 8th star in the Pleiades, and they told me that's what you saw. Interesting. Maybe that was the 8th star of the Pleiades. And the Pleiades are known as the 7 sisters, and there's a 7th star. That is the one, is Maldek, that's missing. Is that right, Diane?
Maldek is from the solar system. It's the asteroid belt. So
Okay.
It's a different one.
It's a different one. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I hope that helps, Mere Dragon.
Yeah. this battle you have with your vision, realize that this is it's a healing crisis that you're working in, but this is, they're going to be able to halt it. Now, this is a, in the Akashic reading, I am seeing that this has been something that has haunted you over and over again. So, in your life as a scientist, when the explosion occurred, you were working with chemicals. So, I hope that helps.
Thank you, Diana, and thank you so much, Mere Dragon, for your question. We hope that helps. So next question is for me from Catherine, 318. I'd love to know about my starseed origins and anything else the Akashic Records Masters would like me to know today. Okay. I was asking the records a while ago about your starseed origin, and I got that you were actually from Pleiades, Catherine. I'm just going to see where in Pleiades because, again, there are 7 stars or 7 clusters of stars in the Pleiades. And each one has, usually when we talk about Pleiades, we think, oh, it's those people who have really joyful personality or so full of love. But what people don't know is that Pleiades, actually, we have different cultures for each star. So it matters which star you came from. Okay. I'm asking, and they're telling me that you come from Pleione. And Pleione is like the vacation star. I call it a vacation star because it's one of the seats of spirituality in Pleiades. So it's one of the more chill star systems in Pleiades, and a lot of people from other star systems actually visit there to take spiritual retreats. So I'm going to see what kind of lifetime you had there. Your very first lifetime. I keep seeing mountains. So during that time, you lived near the mountains, and I also keep seeing trees and animals. You were more connected with animals, is what I'm seeing. And you were female in that lifetime. I'm seeing you as a young child, and you were talking to animals, which are like twice as big as you are. And you're not afraid. You weren't afraid, and the animals aren't even, they aren't afraid of you either. So I want to know, are you still connected with animals in this lifetime, Catherine? It comes in very clearly. It looks like a wolf, but it's very big. What does she need to know from this lifetime, please? Okay, they're telling me that you come from Pleiades, which is, again, I mentioned it's more chill, but somehow your personality is very adventurous. Like I'm seeing you riding an animal that has it looks like a horse. It's that's the closest thing I can describe it. It's like a horse, but you love feeling the wind on your face. That was like fun for you. So you would go fast, and you would, it almost feels like racing. You love going through and traveling with that horse. So I don't know if you like travels as well, but you love feeling the wind on your face. It made you feel so much more alive. It made you feel connected with the universe. But being from Pleione, it already is like the more spiritually inclined star systems in Pleiades. It's Maya and Pleione, and somehow Merope as well. But you come from Pleione. So you're more spiritually inclined than technologically inclined, is what I'm getting from your records. And you have a natural ability to channel. I keep hearing channeling, channeling. You can channel as well. So if you're taking that class tomorrow, yeah, I'm excited for you for what you're gonna get. Because it's a natural ability. You might even not know that you have it right now because you can't explain it. It's like oneness, and I keep hearing claircognizant. Your gift is a claircognizance in the sense that you don't hear words, you don't really see visions, but you just know. You know when someone's lying. You know when someone's in danger as well at times. You just know and you can't explain why. That's your intuition. That's your gift. Claircognizance. I don't know if that makes sense to you, Catherine, but that is what your Akashic records are letting you know right now. But I hope that helps. Ah, Silano. I'm not sure what that is. Oh, Catherine says, I keep seeing horses in the clouds. You're more connected with them in that first lifetime that you had in Cleone, or at least the closest thing that I can think of. The Earth equivalent are like horses. So I hope that helps, Catherine, and thank you so much for letting us read for you today.
Yeah. Your dragon, you too.
Yeah. So next person we're reading for is from Red Dragon.
Hey, how are you? What significant life do I need to hear for my highest good in this life?
She also adds that life has also been challenging for her in the past few years.
Mm-hmm. There is an exchange going on. You are coming full circle. That life you are coming full circle with is from Sirius. Your Lyra, the Lyrian life you had, the amethyst shattering, again sent you to a place. Man, this is two in a row where there is this alone time. Isn't that Antares? That is the farthest away star that's in Orion. His left foot, way removed from the rest of the constellation. I think it's Antares. This lifetime that you are in right now is bringing the damage from Lyra full circle for everything that you've been through. You know, there is a thought. There is a thought that is out there that we are meeting ourselves, all of ourselves, that we are catching up to us from the past that was actually the future. And if we look at and align what is going on with Earth right now, this power struggle, that's exactly what was going on with Lyra till the day happened where the prism just went boom and exploded. And we are in a full circle. We can change this. You can change this. You have the power. You have the ability. Red Dragon, that name in alone sums up your power and your strength. I hope that has helped because you can change this.
realized a while ago, Diana, that I was muted while I was speaking.
Oh
When
no.
I was when I was saying, "Oh, I don't think that was Antares. I think it's Rigel." So I was googling it,
Oh,
and yeah, it was Rigel.
yeah. Is it right? Is it Rigel? It's one of them
One of
that
the
I wish I
at
had
the
my
foot.
phone here. I'd look it up really fast if I had my phone here.
There's South and then Rigel, but somehow Rigel stood out for me. So I think it's Rigel
Okay.
down the foot. Yeah.
Okay. I'll take your word on it because I'm still a little mushy in the head.
No, 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 don't worry. Rider Dragon is saying multiple health issues. A lot. It feels like a lot of us
Oh,
are having health issues this past year.
I'm sorry
Sorry
to
to
hear
hear
that.
that.
Yep. Well, all of us, can I bring in a little regular astrology? All of us are going through some things. Here is the thing that everybody should remember. Right now, Chiron is in Taurus. Taurus is a fixed sign. It's ruled by Venus, which is a fixed planet, and it is giving us permission to take care of us first, right? Because that is something, especially as women, we do not do. We do not tend to our own personal needs. First, we scatter ourselves about and multitask and do the things that make us sick, discomfortable, diseased. So it is time, because we're starting with that so much Neptune and Saturn in Aries, and this egress of Chiron into Taurus is giving you permission to heal. Heal yourself. Do what it is you think is right. That will help you heal. If you need a doctor, go see a doctor. But that doesn't mean that you need to follow everything he says. This is a meeting of minds. And so you need to, when you walk in, you remember you're hiring him or her. So you have to agree. If you don't like the way this person is going about things, find another doctor. Find one that listens to you. And because Chiron's going to go retrograde and he's going to step back into Aries, but then in January, he will be in Taurus for the next 7 years. And because of that, that is going to give us all time to build up that strength again and work on the things that we need so that we can love ourselves first, take care of ourselves first, so that we can take care of the others as well. And that's for all of us here. I hope that helps and makes sense.
And I want to pull out something from the chat from one of our regular viewers, John Clark. Oh, not this one. It's this. Johnny's saying, I don't rate Orion's belt. I only give it 3 stars. Oh, John.
Yeah, right.
Thank you so much, John. Thank you, Kim, for your question. And next question we're answering is from Lily, who is asking, thank you. I would like to know about my soul origins, which Starseed Galactic beings I'm working most with since I incarnated. What exactly is unfolding on my light worker path through this? Oh, there's a lot of questions rolled into one, Lily. I'll do my best to answer, at least the Starseed origin. This is interesting, Lily, because you're not from other star systems. Your origin is actually here in our solar system. Your origin is from Venus. That's where you started. I'm going to get more information about this. But in general, Venus in our solar system, it's more divine, femininely oriented. So it's more spiritual. At least that's what I'm getting for you because it's also a bit technologically inclined. It has become balanced, I mean, more recently. Okay. I asked, like, from Venus, why are you here on Earth? And they're telling me that it's not your first time on Earth. You actually visited Earth as a Venusian. I'm seeing you in Egypt as a Venusian. You were guiding the early Egyptians, the ancient Egyptians. And not only like Egyptians, I'm seeing you even before that. You were in Atlantis, but you weren't here as an earthling, I mean, a human being as we know it. You came here to guide people as a Venusian. Okay, what was it? Was she guiding people about? It's really guiding the Atlanteans. Are you also interested in astrology, Lily? Because I keep seeing stars. You're guiding people in astrology, like how to read the energies of the stars and time, how to tell time with regards to time and seasons, with regards to the stars. Like you were guiding, I'm seeing you guiding, what do you call it? People who make clocks, because I'm seeing them making gears based on the calculations that you were teaching them. They were your students, like the clockmakers. And yeah, the machine makers of Atlantis were your students. So if you are a teacher right now or something along those lines, yeah, you're doing the right thing. I keep hearing teacher. That's what you came here for initially. And it interested you a lot because the technology that is here, it's backwards. It's young. And you're like, huh, this is interesting. I can teach people more. Oh, Lily is saying, oh, that is so funny. Today I started randomly saying the word Venus, Venusian out loud, and I didn't know why. I thought I just liked how it sounded. I'm getting chills. This is why. That's where you came from originally. But I'm getting you also visited our other star systems, but that's where you came from initially. Oh, check this out, Diana. She's looking for an astrology mentor. So I think it would come up soon. Diana, oops, the other side. Diana is amazing at astrology.
You send me an email, oilpntr at AOL.com. And I think it's in the show notes, in the description.
Yeah, it's in the description. So if you're interested, just check the description out. Our emails are in there. So yeah, contact Diana. And Catherine is asking, Oilbender, can you provide the spelling of the specific planet Diane mentioned? I mentioned the star system. I'm going to type it in the chat. It's called Pleione. And it's in the Pleiades star cluster. Pleiades. There we go.
Just like
there we go.
Yeah, well, close enough to the flower.
Yeah. I just posted it. In case, I think you're in the other chat. So
Yeah.
I'm showing it now. Yeah. And we are done for the first 4. So again, if you're interested in getting a mini reading, just like the first 4 that we did, please type in #stars. We are going to draw for 4 more. And thank you, Lily, for letting us read for you today. And we hope that helps.
Hussey's here.
I was just saying if we win.
Didn't you
that
win
it's not rigged.
Today?
Yeah, I always win. I am very lucky when it comes to draws. It's not rigged. Trust me. Libers 1964. Congratulations, Libers, and please type in your question. Lulu the Quiet Flame. Congratulations, Lulu, and please type in your question. Nancy Ray 17. Congratulations, Nancy. And please type in your question. And last but not the least, Tiffany Teasdale. Congratulations, Tiffany. And please type in your question. So again, that's Libers 1964, Lulu the Quiet Flame, Nancy Ray 17, and Tiffany Teasdale. Please type in your questions. Thank you. Okay, I got your question, Libers and Nancy. So we're still waiting for Lulu the Quiet Flame and Tiffany Teasdale to type in their questions. There we go. And if you haven't done it yet, everyone, please subscribe to both of our channels. The details are in the description. If Lulu and which one are we missing? Tiffany aren't here, we are going to draw for another set of readings. So yeah, but for now, let's wait. And while we're waiting, we can start answering questions. This is a question for you, Diana. I think it's your turn. From Libers.
Hi, Libers. What galactic life is most affecting me during this one? And is it related to my fear of deep water? Mm-hmm. Well, yes, there is a lifetime on Cretaceous. Am I saying that right, Diane?
I'm getting a different lifetime.
You're getting a different lifetime?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm getting that whale planet. I see in the School of Whales.
I'm seeing the same. And it's in Beta Centauri.
Thank you. Okay. Now, you were a prophet in that lifetime. And that was the very beginning for you. That's where you were. You, let's liken you to Samuel from the Bible. This big prophet who had so much wisdom and so much knowledge and following. And the school, the pod of whales that you were a part of, was similar to what we see. With whales on Earth. Let me finish that statement. So you led, yes, this is why you have this fear of water, because you were leading all in a benediction at a time when there was a tumultuous war. And they're showing me that reptilians diving into your space. The Drax. And detonating. And everyone knew that this was the end for all. And there'd be no way to get out of this one. So you led them through a benediction, incantation, understanding that life doesn't end. You knew that. It is cyclical. We come and we go. We can't go someplace new if we don't leave where we are. You can't go back. You can't come back if you don't leave. You have to leave just so you can come back, let alone go someplace new with a different beginning. So it is an association of all these worlds coming together, a parallel universe that you see yourself in. Now, I'm interested what is your sun sign or your rising sign or your moon sign or your north node, south node, because that seems to have something to do with this feeling that you have now in this lifetime. So you had this longevity that all of your pod whales have longevity, can live for a very, very long time. So I do hope that helps you. Libras, I hope that helps.
It's interesting, Diana, that we got the same. Initially, I thought it was different, but when you mentioned whales, it's like, yeah, that's it.
Yes.
Because I was seeing blood in the water with whales and all that. And yeah, the draconian attack, it makes a lot of sense.
Mm-hmm. You know, in this rock that I was seeing was like the chapel for them.
Yeah.
And all of your pod.
And it feels like there was no space where they can hide.
Yeah,
It
exactly.
felt that way. So that's why it felt kind of trapping to be in that space.
Let's say it was kind of like a coral reef, and where's a whale going to hide in a coral reef?
Yeah.
There isn't a crook or a cranny to slip into.
Unfortunately. And if you're watching the replay or you're in the chat and this message or this lifetime resonates for you, it would make a lot of sense because there are other readings where it's kind of similar. It's not the same scene, but there were many people incarnated right now who come from Beta Centauri who have experienced something similar where they were in the water and they were attacked. So yeah, if this message resonates for you, maybe you've had a past lifetime in Beta Centauri where you've had a similar experience. Know that you're not alone here on Earth. There are other people who are out there and yeah, have had a similar experience than you.
Yeah. Yeah. I hope that helps.
So thank you so much, Libers, for your question. And we hope that helps. And we're still waiting for a question from Tiffany Teasdale. If she isn't here later, we're going to draw for another one.
Okay.
So next question that we have is from I'm going to get Lulu's just so because I've read for Nancy before. I want to hear your perspective as well. So I'm going to read for Lulu, who's asking, "What
Okay.
starseed life is of most significance to this human life as it relates to my mediumship spiritual journey?" Okay. I'm getting Pleiades, Lulu, as well for you, but from a different star system. You've had a past lifetime in Maya, and Maya is where a lot of the shamans, the channelers, the mediums come from. A lot of channelers come from Maya. My origin, or not my origin, but my home, right now is in Maya. So yeah, we're kind of similar in that sense. They're telling me it's not your origin. You come from another one, but you wanted to experience Maya to help you connect with spirit. I'm getting the sense that before you came there, you had like a traumatic experience somewhere else. That's why you wanted like a vacation lifetime in Maya where you can just feel connected, feel connected with the universe again because you felt like you were losing your connection to spirit because of that past experience. I'm going to see if they can show me where that previous lifetime was before you went to Maya. Can you tell me where it was? Interestingly, this might be connected with the previous reading, Lulu, because I'm getting you came from Beta Centauri before you went to Maya. And it was the destruction of your planet that was very traumatic for you. And you wanted to feel connected with the universe again because it was just very painful. Before the planet got destroyed, there were a lot of loved ones who passed before you. And it was painful. Like you didn't expect the pain. Because initially people would die off of natural causes. It was foreign to you that life was taken from them. It's like you couldn't comprehend and you had your doubts. Like if someone dies that way, does their soul do they come back to source? Do they come back to the universe? You had all of these questions. Oh, okay. That's why you became a medium because you wanted to connect with them. Oh my gosh, I'm getting chills. That's why you wanted to be a medium. Because during that experience that you had where you lost people, there was a lot of grief, Lulu. So much grief because you couldn't understand that loss. And when you went through that, when you transcended that, when you transmuted that, it was like enlightening for you. And so you're here on earth, you're doing this work so that you can provide that connection for the people who felt that way, the same as you did all those years back. The one who experienced the grief, the loss, you want to help those people because you also went through that. That's your mission.
Chuck said yes.
Yay, we got
Chuck was
confirmation.
just nodding his head. He was going nuts. Yeah.
But I hope that helps, Lulu.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was very. I'm getting goosebumps.
Patrick, you have to type in hashtag stars for a chance at a reading. That's what
Yeah.
we're doing right now. So if you would do that, that will get you in.
Yeah.
You know, that's amazing. I was just sitting here thinking, astrology, we are at the end of the Kali Yuga. We are going into the Shanti Yuga. That Kali Yuga is this power, and it lasted 24,000 years, Earth time. So if we think of it out there, could have been a minute. But it, you know, things are cyclical, things repeat, we come and go. And I'm not surprised that we are all here at the same time getting similar readings with each other, because we have all been here before. We have all been here before. The Yes, one of my favorite bands.
Lulu is asking, so is this a parallel life to that one then? I wouldn't call it a parallel life, but there are patterns that repeated. So you can remember this gift, you can remember that experience so that you can help other people. I hope that
Right.
helps.
You're on the spiritual journey, but to be parallel, you would have to be that same prophet, right?
Mhm.
So there's a difference going on. Not that you don't offer that kind of guidance, because I'm sure as a mediumship reader, you do.
So thank you so much, Lulu. And the next person we're reading for this question is for you, Diana, from Nancy.
Okay. Hello, Nancy Ray. Can you please describe my role in my lifetime in Arcturus and how it affects my present lifetime? You are, wow. As an Arcturian, you were in a melting pot, and as an Earthling, you are in a melting pot. There are many different types of starseeds here. There are many different types of races and nationalities and cultures and all of these different backgrounds that we all have, yet we come together as community. So it is a transition place. As an Arcturian, it was a transition place when you had that lifetime. It's not been your only lifetime, but it is, you came from there to come to Earth. So it is a continuation of that melting pot. Which was your first lifetime? That's the question that keeps coming into my mind. And I see a lifetime on Zeta Reticuli, and that there was a big favor done for you in that lifetime, and the soul that was the provider of what you needed has been with you in each lifetime that you have gone. So there's a friendship that has continued on, and now it's your turn to return the favor. And where are we again? On the melting pot of Earth, right? So you still have these skills that you had there, and somebody did something to help you, and you are trying to find that person in this lifetime to finally bring it full circle, to finally bring it round, and help them embrace the transition that they are going to go through. And all of us have to go through a transition as Earthlings. We know this. And it does appear that all of the planets celebrate that same coming and going. And it's a cycle. So as we step into this new cycle of the divine feminine, understand that it is bringing back and unifying divinity, period. Divine masculine, divine feminine is within each and every single one of us. And this is your job, Nancy Ray. And that person, that person that goes back to Zeta Reticuli, that's going to be, they're going to come into your life when you least expect it, and you're going to know each other like we've met before, but I can't remember where or when. That's another song. Songs are very prevalent these days. But no, you're going to be able to return the favor. So I hope that helps you.
Thank you, Diana. And thank you, Nancy Ray, for your question. I want to say hi to the people who just came in. Danny Shea is here. And Annie Bear is also here. Thank you so much for being here.
I love it. Diana and Diane.
Since I haven't seen a question or a hi from Tiffany, we're going to draw for another person. So if you haven't done it yet, type in hashtag stars. This last reading might be for you.
Hello,
And-
Dan. Twice in one.
There we go. So if your name is drawn, please type in your question. The last reading we're going to do today is for Stardust 315. Stardust, please type in your question. Oh. Stardust, are you still here? Stardust 315. And if you haven't done it yet, please subscribe to both of our channels. Our emails are also in the description if you'd like to book either of us for a reading. Diana does astrological readings as well. So if you're interested in astrology, yeah.
While we're waiting, let's talk about this for a little bit. Do we do Earth life after Earth life, or do we sprinkle in galactic lives in between? Where do you want to go? The universe is yours. It's ever expanding. So if you don't want to come back to Earth, remember the soul makes a contract to learn a lesson so that it can ascend and ascend and ascend over and over. So where do you need to go next?
I think it's more dependent on the soul journey that where one soul is. Because I've done readings for some people where their origin were actually from Earth, but they've visited other star systems. It's the same for others. Like you'd go to Earth and then to other star systems, but there are also people who are like other star systems, and then right now here on Earth, like it's the first time, and then you repeat lifetimes here because the length of the lifetime in other star systems and on Earth, it's really different. So it feels like it's dependent on the soul journey that one is in. But it's either. Oh, Stardust is here.
Yeah, Denise McMullen is here. Gary for Grace is here. Warrior Widow, I saw you sneak in earlier.
Not yet.
Hi.
And I got Stardust 315's question, which is our last reading for today. They're asking, please look at my deepest vulnerability when I entered in here, as related to my star seed identity or my star identity prior to coming in. Interesting question. Your deepest vulnerability. Are you afraid of connections, Stardust? I keep feeling it's more about connections to other people, like relationships. Like you're afraid of getting close with other people because you're scared that one day they're going to either leave or they're going to be taken away from you. It keeps coming up. Beta Centauri is again coming up, and like my pendulum is going strong right now. When I said Beta Centauri, you had a past lifetime in Beta Centauri. It's not directly like it's not the direct. You didn't come from Beta Centauri to here. There were other lifetimes in between, but they're telling me that your vulnerability, that vulnerability that I'm talking about, is connected with Beta Centauri because you've also experienced the wars. You weren't like a crustacean or a whale during that lifetime. You were a mermaid, like you were a hybrid, is what I'm seeing. But you've had a similar experience where your family, your friends, they were taken away from you. That's why you're afraid of being close to them, to the people right now. Or you're afraid, you're very protective. Oh, that's how it's manifesting. You're very protective of the people you love. Like, you'd go extremes to be protective. Like, if you have a daughter or family friend and they're gonna go out, like, hey, be careful. Like, you'd remind them to be careful. And you don't know where that fear is coming from, that something bad is going to happen to them because it's what happened to you in Beta Centauri. I'm seeing a daughter who went out and didn't come back. That was from Beta Centauri. Like, you were a female in that lifetime and you had a daughter who actually came with her father. They're like, bye, mom. We're going somewhere. It feels that way. That, bye, mom. We're going somewhere. And then both of them didn't come back. You found your husband later on. He was injured, but yeah, the daughter that you had that lifetime, you weren't able to see her again. That's where the fear is coming from. Because you loved your daughter very much. And the way that your mind was thinking back then, if love feels this bad when it's taken away from me, I'm just not gonna feel it. Or I'm going to be more careful in giving that love away to someone because it hurts so bad. That's how it feels. And that's how it's being explained to me right now. That if loving someone this much feels this painful, I'm gonna be careful if I love someone this much because if they're taken away from me, it's gonna hurt this much. I don't know if that makes sense.
Can I add a little?
Yes, please.
Because I got Zeta Reticuli again. And this is a cycle of having to learn to nurture because you get ripped apart every time, which is just what you're saying. So what happened on Beta Centauri, right?
Yeah.
And then the next one was Zeta Reticuli, and that tearing apart was going on. It was that pulse of life that you feel when you care about somebody, when you love somebody, and when you know that that love is returned. That is what tore you apart. So it's a healing crisis that you keep going through over and over. And what you have to do is learn how to purge, learn how to let go, right?
Yeah.
Let go of that feeling so you can live in the present, which is what this earthling life is about. How do we live in the present without dragging all the baggage with us? Shadow work never ends, whether it came from another star system or the one we're in right now.
And she added a Cancer rising on the North Node.
Cancer rising. And
it's very interesting when we have star seeds who come from water planets. When they come in on Earth, I've noticed that they usually have a lot of water signs. in their chart.
Yeah. And this is something that I've been noticing a lot has been coming into my peripheral, is giving readings for people where their north node or south node is connected closely to their rising sign. So I'm just saying that gives you perspective. So you have Cancer rising and your north node is in Cancer, and there you are. Either you're right at that cusp line or deeper into the first house where those things are connected, because your rising sign starts your first house, and the first house, I am, is what it represents. So you get to put that nurturing feeling back in there, learning to nurture again. That Cancerian wants to give love, but struggles with it because there's been so much loss in the past.
But I hope that helps Stardust to explain that feeling, where it originated. I hope it helps. And thank you for letting us read for you today.
Yeah. And hi, Jules. Stardust, thank you. But my sis also saw her. What? But my sis also saw her before and after I confided that she was probably, but never happened. I'm confused. I thought I had the first. Yes, Cancer. No, I thought I had the first part of that conversation, so I apologize.
It's this one. She said, yes, I also had a daughter in the making here. Very special, but she never came in.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, those are hard things to live with.
I feel like it's connected with that initial experience of loss, so that you have the opportunity to heal it in this lifetime.
Oh,
It is a lot, Stardust. So
I don't
give yourself.
You smell that? Something beautiful just came in. I want to say that is your daughter in the making. She is still with you, Stardust.
Is it something that smells like flowers?
Yes, and
That's what I got. Yeah.
I can't even identify what it is. It's just, I have chills. I love when things like this happen. Thank you. Thank you, Spirit.
And Stardust was saying that it's a lot. Yeah, it can be a lot to process. But I hope you give yourself some care today. And yeah, be gentle with yourself.
And thank you to this girl reads.
First girl.
Yeah, she wants to know when we read next. 2 weeks?
Yeah, we come together every other week. But it's been a while since we've done this, since we've had challenges with our health this past month. It's not just you, Diana. Me too. This past month has been difficult for me as well, health wise. So it's been a while, but we are going to do this more regularly again. So we appreciate you being here, and yeah, 2 weeks from now we will be back.
And I want everybody to know what a spiritual uplift this was, to be here with you and to read for you. Thank you so much.
The energy of the audience is different. It feels very warm to me.
All about the flowers. There was a likelihood of losing my first child anyway, if she'd been born. Okay. Fifth house of children. Yes. Okay, great. So let me close the records before we say goodbye. Again, let's put our feet on the floor or ground yourself and start with 3 deep breaths. Please place us in a steady stream of divine white light, the white light of divine guidance and divine grace. Michael, Wrap your big bubble of protection around us that shrinks to fit while we step into the healing teal green orb of Raphael that floats and shares and spreads and transfers. The divine white light, the white light of divine guidance and divine grace. And at this time that we all need this healing, that we are all struggling with the state of earth, that we find peace and that we are able to pass peace on. So mote it be. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. John Clark's has Raynaud's disease in your toes. I'm so sorry. That kid, yeah, that's annoying and damaging.
So sorry to hear that, John.
No, it's okay, Stardust.
Yeah.
We're here. It's part of the healing process for all of us. And when you're comfortable enough to share it,
it helps others as well.
The healing begins because we all feel it for you and we all want to carry a piece of the burden. It's like, that 10 of wands in the tarot. We'll share the load. We'll share the load.
Thank you, everyone who put in the hashtag today for trusting us to do readings for you. I think it's one of my favorite episodes so far, because a lot of them align. Like there are periods where certain star systems come through a lot. I feel like it's one of those periods where Beta Centauri is being highlighted for some reason.
Yeah, for sure. So blessings, everybody. Where are you next, Diane?
Next, I will be back on Sunday for Soul Cloud. Yeah, it's a weekly show that I do. I also do Akashic Records readings there for the second part of the show. So if you missed a reading here, please do subscribe to the channel. I'm going to do readings again on Sunday. So yeah, I hope to see you there.
There you go.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And also, I have an upcoming new series. It's still a bit early, but it's actually supposed to start this month, but it got delayed a bit. And it's galactic oriented as well. I'll be doing a show with Tanis and Jennifer, which we did a show about a few weeks back, and we are going to start doing it again. It's going to start on next month on August. Cool. So yeah, please subscribe to the channel. I'm excited about that.
Awesomeness.
Yeah.
Awesomeness. And see you Sunday morning on the sofa, kids.
Thank you so much, everyone. Bye.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Peace.